Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm MicroFrog, and today we're going to be taking a look at Light Crusader. This is an action-adventure game developed by Treasure and published by Sega for the Sega Genesis in 1995. Actually, I would call it an action-adventure game. Like a action adventure puzzle game. You'll see what I mean when I get into this. You'll see what I mean. Okay. So game. So there's an unskippable, I think it's unskippable, yeah. Unskippable intro. Basically, this guy's doing some bad stuff. He's doing some bad stuff. Now, when you first play it, it's gonna come across almost like an RPG. In fact, when I first played it, I referred to it as an RPG, but it's not an RPG. It's really nothing like an RPG, even though it's sort of... I don't know what the word would be. Yeah, just waiting for the intro. The intro takes a while to run through. But yeah, it's not an RPG. It's first an adventure game, second a puzzle game, third an action game. So you play as this guy, whose name I forgot. David, that's it. So you meet with the king. You got the queen over there. You got the pope. I'm glad to see the pope is up and about. You know, I heard he wasn't doing too good. But, yeah, there he is. A lot of people have been disappearing lately. That's sort of the driving thing, is that villagers are disappearing. And he wants you to search for them. He wants to figure out where they're going. So it's an isometric game. You jump with C. You can interact with stuff with B. Interact and attack are the same thing. And then the A button is how you use magic. So this is your main menu. You got your inventory. You have various items here. Pretty much all the food items heal your HP. I think all of the drink items can cure your poison. You got magic. So I'll talk about the magic system because it's kind of... It's different. It's a very different kind of magic system. You got your equipment here. And you got mode. This is how you do damage meter, window, item auto use, which basically means that if you go down a certain amount of health, the game will automatically use a food item if you have it in your inventory. There's your map. Back out with start. Yeah, this little silver sigil here is how you save. You'll come across more of them over time. There's a lot of platforming too. It's a very platformy type game. I'll show you one more. Well, I'll show you a couple of things. I have a secret chest here. A pendant. The pendant is if you lose all of your hit points, instead of dying, you'll use the pendant, and you'll be brought back, as long as you have at least one in your inventory. No rest from the grave. So, kind of like Sword of Vermilion, you go to the fortune teller, and she'll generally tell you like what you need to be looking for again. This is your teleporter. As you unlock more floors, each floor has a teleporter, and you can use them to go between floors or come back here. And you have various shops and houses. The tavern you can buy. Oh, my bad. The tavern you can buy food and drink. This is an equipment store. You can buy potions, pendants, armor. Just keep in mind, you don't have to buy any of this stuff. All of these items you can eventually find in the dungeon. Do I start off with any money? Yeah, okay. And here you can buy more stuff, and these are... this is your magic.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now I'll show you how the magic works in this game. My cows don't get kidnapped. Maybe it's aliens. So you'll look around here, try to figure out what's going on. The fortune teller tells you something about the grave. Basically, that means that if you look here, this one grave has these like scratch marks. So you push that. You go down here. And if you take a look at the map, technically you're still in the castle. The castle is just the name for any floor above the first floor. If you look at the map, you'll see that you only have one room so far. You have to uncover rooms as you enter them before they'll show up. Switches and stuff, wall switches. You have to attack to activate them. The enemies will drop food, sometimes money, sometimes magic. And at first you may think it would be necessary to grind to get items. Thanks. It's not really. It's not really necessary. I didn't do any grinding. Well, I can't say that. At the very beginning, I did some grinding because I thought I would need to, but you don't. You don't have to. So that's locked. Locked. I'm trying to get to the first puzzle to show you like the kind of puzzles you find in this game. The platforming is not great, where it's isometric. The platforming is kind of difficult.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is part of the game. You have to rescue people who've been kidnapped. You'll find them all over the place. If you go to the spring, it will heal all of your health. Okay, so I'll talk about the magic. So the magic works like this. So you can pick any of these, you can pick all of them, or you can pick a combination. Each one, so you see wind, that's the spell you'll cast with that selected. Fire, earthquake, heal. But you can combine them. So wind and fire would be fire wind. Wind and earth would be thunder. Wind and water would be ice. Got fire, meteor, cure, guardian. Then you got needle crack, confuse, turn undead, shield, and judgment. And you have to keep track of how you have to keep an eye on how many of the spells you have. It depends on what you have selected. For each spell, you will use one of the elements you have selected. No. They call that a stake. I don't understand. That doesn't look like a stake. Okay, so this is like one of the first puzzles you'll come across. It's a laser beam that you hit, and you could push it. So the game does have kind of like physics. There's like a physics mechanic to the game, and you can push certain stuff. This room here is called a beat them all room, which is pretty self-explanatory. You have to kill all the enemies in the room before the door will open up. Ow. Ow. That's brutal. Ow. Ow. Okay, see if the door opens up. Give me 1 second. Anyway, so yeah, you don't have to really do any grinding for anything, including money, even though you would think you would need to buy equipment. However, literally all of the equipment that you can get, you'll find eventually in the dungeon. Like you may feel the need to grind for magic, but I never had to, because you don't really need to use magic. I mean, magic can help in some situations, especially like shield or heal, or like needle crack, or turn undead, because turn undead is the only thing you can use to kill skeletons. I believe you can use it on zombies too, but you can kill zombies normally. Another puzzle. So these are like really easy puzzles to do. They will start getting complicated eventually, though. Like they'll start getting really complicated. But yeah, I just didn't use a lot of magic. By the time I got to the final boss, I had not quite 99 of each magic, and by the time I beat the boss, I had like, I don't know, 40 or 50. Just cause I was using needle crack, even though I didn't really have to. And even then, I had a green potion I found in a secret room. The green potion maxes out all of your magic at 99. There are secret rooms you can find. There aren't a lot, though. This is one of them. You come across this cat, and the cat is the only way you can sell items. No, I want to... Oh, he doesn't buy pendants. Oh, that's right. Okay. It kind of reminds me of a roguelike, but it's not a roguelike at all. Oh, this is the first boss you'll come across. Ow, ow, ow. You can do a diving attack if you hit jump and... If you hit jump and attack, he'll do this like diving attack, which can sometimes come in handy. Ow. First boss isn't really hard. In fact, a lot of the game is pretty easy outside of the puzzles. Although, my playthrough was kind of an exception, and I'll explain what I mean when I say it was an exception. Oh, no. Wait, I've been here. Okay, well anyway. that's just about everything. Just about everything. Let me see if I can get to the next floor from here.
Beat them.
Magic. Yeah. So the only way you can kill skeletons is by using Turn Undead. Skeletons drop eggs. For some reason. Yeah, and some doors you can only open if you put an explosive next to it. You hit it and it blows up. There's some puzzles that involve doing that. Oh, here's a puzzle. It's, that. You kind of have to finagle the, barrel across. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's Light Crusader. It's good. It's a fun, engaging kind of game. Some of the puzzles get really, like, obtuse and difficult to figure out. But I mean, if I can figure them out, you can figure them out.
Thank you.
The game isn't too long, either. I think I spent somewhere between 9 and 10 hours. I think I spent somewhere between 9 and 10 hours to beat the game. So you can certainly finish it in a few settings. I really like the graphics too. You don't see too many like good isometric 16-bit games. They have a very like Western or like European style, like a look to them, for being a Japanese game. Let me see if I can do this, because I don't remember. No, okay. No, that's not right. Hold on. I just played through this game and I already forgot the solution to some of these puzzles. Oh, no, I screwed up. Okay, whatever. The combat can be kinda finicky. It's almost like the combat is part of the puzzle aspect of the game. Like, you have to figure out exactly what you need to do to defeat an enemy without taking too much damage. That's why you saw me dancing around the orcs. There we go. But the combat wasn't too bad, at least for me, but my playthrough was an exception, like I said. So these lily pad enemies here, they're hard to kill. You have to do like these diving attacks. And early on in the first floor, I think it's the second one I killed. It dropped a really rare piece of armor called a gold armor, which is the best armor in the game. So if you go to the equipment, you see how there's spaces here? Well, the equipment can actually extend beyond the empty spaces. So 3 spaces over from here, you'll have the gold armor. It's the best armor in the game. And getting that on the first floor kind of made things probably like way too easy, to be honest. I never died, not even once, during my entire playthrough. So if you want the game to be super easy, you could try to grind for the gold armor, but the chances of it dropping are so small. And I got so lucky. I got really, really lucky. But probably it's still not too difficult, at least until you get to the bosses. Because some of those bosses are rough, even with the gold armor. But I can imagine having worse armor would make it even more difficult. But yeah, that's Light Crusader for the Sega Genesis. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the review. What was that gonna... I forgot what I was gonna say. Whatever. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Or no, I gotta do the rating, don't I? Yeah. 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 game. The puzzles the puzzles get really like bogglingly. They get really hard, especially later on in the game. Like there are a couple puzzles I had to do probably a good 20+ times. I screw it up, had to leave the room, go back, try again, screw it up. Leave the room, come back, try again. Outside of that, it's a pretty good game. I'd say it's one of the better adventure games on the Sega Genesis. The platforming is weird. You could get all kinds of screwed up trying to do platforming in this. That's another bad thing about this. Where it's isometric, it's hard to exactly determine where you're gonna land. Plus, I kept getting sprite blinking with the shadows, because the shadow is supposed to be how you figure out where you're gonna land. But the shadow sprite kept blinking, so it was hard to figure out exactly where you're gonna land. But other than that, it's actually a really fun game, and I would recommend it if you like action adventure games like this. But yeah. Now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless, and I will see you in the next video.